So there's a variety of different, there are visas, there are temporary visas. That's one of them is like, you have the B1, B2, those are for visitors for, you know, B1's for business, B2 is for a visitor for pleasure. You have C's and D's, they go to crew members and people working on, and you know, you keep going down. So E we already talked to is investor visa. You have what's known as the H-1B visa, which is for professionals. Those are people that have degrees. Now there are limitations to that because there's only a set number available per year. Then you have the H-2 visas, which are for temporary work. H-2A is for agriculture. H-2B is for non-agricultural positions. Again, there's limits to that. They only have a set number per year. Those are all dependent, you know, the H-1B, the H-2B, those are dependent upon a company sponsoring. The L-1 visa is, you're not self-sponsoring, but if you have a business in your home country, it doesn't matter what country you're from. It can be China, it can be Japan, it can be Thailand, South Korea, North Korea, whatever. As long as you have a business in that company and it meets certain requirements, you can set up a business in the United States, and what you're doing is you're transferring yourself from the business from the foreign country to the U.S. The visa's available for, you know, investors. So it's an option for people who can't do the E2 visa, but they do have a business, so now you can do an L1 visa. The O1 visa is for people that have extraordinary ability, and it can be in anything. And extraordinary ability is, you know, it depends on what you do. It doesn't necessarily, you know, so the extraordinary ability can be in business, it can be marketing, it can be in sports, it can be in the arts, it can be in movies, it can be, you know, I've done extraordinary ability visas for musicians, actors and actresses, producers, cameramen, you know, that goes going to the arts. And I've also done it for skydivers. That's gone into sports. Then I've done it for people that do marketing, people that do networking, people that do cybersecurity. Like it just depends on where you are within your field. And if you are, you know, if you meet certain circumstances and criteria, we could potentially actually do a residency for you as an extraordinary ability. Now, when you're doing the residency, you can self-sponsor. You know, and I've done it for, again, a variety of different things. Like with marketers, like one of the things is like if you've worked on, let's say you've worked on Coca-Cola. I mean, I made the argument Coca-Cola has as much money as they want. They can choose any marketing company they want. The fact that they chose you shows that you have extraordinary ability. So there's a variety of different ways that you can look into it. But the extraordinary ability, you know, it's an option. Now, if you're doing residency, you can self-sponsor. But if you're doing a temporary O1 visa, you have to have a company that's sponsoring you. But it could be an agent. So there's a variety of different ways that you can do it that way. You have a P visa, which is for athletes and artists only. And it's kind of like the extraordinary ability, the O1 visa, but and the difference between the O1 and the P is the P you can get for 5 years, the O1 you only can get for 3 years.
Okay.
You know, there's, I mean, there's literally every type of, I mean, the ones that the law firm primarily focuses on is the E's, the L's, the H-1Bs, the O visas, some P's. You know, that's what we're trying to focus on. That's what we, you know, because those visas are more dependent, except for the H-1B. Those visas are dependent on yourself, and you're more gambling and betting on yourself than you are betting on somebody else.